no time to be playing around.
No.
Hey, we sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey, we are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try.
The spite is here, and my mind is clear, and my heart is being purged of all of fear. I was dead in the back, now I'm right in the front. My intuition is lit, got a spiritual hunch.
Hey, hey. See, your story is changing. Remember King David. God gave him one more try. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time.
No.
Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have life inside.
Don't let them tell you otherwise.
Hey. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around.
No.
Hey. It's back and we cry, we scream and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time.
Yeah.
Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and give another try. Hey.
It's our duty to grow now.
Ain't no time to be playing around.
No.
Hey. We look back and we scream and we cry and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and get another try. Hey. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. You were born as a king or a king, you have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. One more time, hold up. You were born as a king or a queen, you have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
No.
Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey. See, your story is changing. Remember King David? God gave him one more try. Hey. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around.
No.
Hey. Hey. We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So So go and take another try. Hey.
The respite is here, and my mind is clear, and my heart is being purged of all the fear. I was dead in the back, now I'm right in the front. My intuition is lit, got a spiritual hunch. See, sometimes I feel I'm ignoring my life, but it's the hermit God said I'm restoring your sight. Hey, the cups with it, moving on up with it. Life gritty, but you gotta get tough with it.
Hey, hey. And it's our duty to grow now. Hey.
Ain't time to be playing around.
Hey. 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 It's our duty to grow now. Hey. Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey. You're a king or a queen, you have light inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. See, your story is changing. Remember King David? God gave him one more try. Hey. We are
alive, you have life inside.
Hey. Don't let
count yourself out this time.
Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Hey. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey.
You alive, you have life inside.
Hey. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. What if you win this time? Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Hey. Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey. We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt the love inside. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have light inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have light inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. See, your story is changing. Remember King David? God gave him one more try. Hey. You're alive, you have light inside. Hey. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. 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 We sit back and we scream and we cry and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have light inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Hey, ain't no time to be playing around. Hey. We sit back and we scream and we cry and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself for this time. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try.
Hey, tribe.
Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well and good energy, positive spirits, and all that good stuff, child. Okay? We back, okay? Feeling better than ever.
How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Of course, we took some time off. That's what we do. We take breaks to recuperate, get restoration. So we here now. I want to say good morning, grand rising, late morning. And in light of Black History Month, we decided to do something a little different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the rest of the month. And what we're going to do is we're going to give honor to some of the people that we forgot in the Black race, right? So it's not going to be the ordinary people that everybody picked. We're going to try to dig a little deep. And we're going to use people that have a certain significance, right? That kind of aligns with what we do over here. So with no further delay, we're going to get right into it.
Okay. So good morning, afternoon, all that good stuff. Hey, everyone. Okay. So first and foremost, Vermont was the first colony to ban slavery in 1777. In the 1700s, a Quaker named Anthony Benezet created the first school for African American children. Between 1810 and 1850, an estimated 100,000 slaves used the Underground Railroad to escape to the north. Okay. Then I have Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan was born in 1877. He lived until 1963. He lived to be 86 years old. When he was 46 years old, back in 1923, he was an African-American inventor, and he patented the first 3-position traffic signal.
Yes.
Inspired by a severe traffic accident. He added the caution, the yellow light to the existing already yellow and green light system. His T-shaped hand crank device allowed all traffic to stop simultaneously before changing directions and greatly improving traffic. So, he was able to build a medium spot. And back then, that was something that was really hard to do. So I think my husband's going to elaborate on that.
That was important.
Okay.
So first I want to talk about the Underground Railroad and the slaves that used it to escape to the north. To the north, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it was a lot of the people. Right now, I'm from East Baltimore, right? Now, where I lived and where we lived, when you went into our kitchen and you moved the stove, it was a trap door. And under the trap door, it was a bunch of tunnel ways, right? And in East Baltimore, you had a lot of different settlers. You had Native American settlers, right, which were in line with my family. You know, they were big Native and Haitian people and Native people. And then you had people of African descent. So they was all kind of bottled up. And that's why to this day, when you go to East Baltimore and you see the history is typically a darker branded people, like, your darker skinned people. And I had a good friend that had a deep, rich heritage, right? He walks with me to this day. Jerry Crooks, rest in peace. But they got a deep traditional heritage. So that was important about the, those railroads. Because I hear a lot of people wondering, did things exist? And yeah, they were very real. Like, I remember moving the stove and lifting up the door like, oh, these tunnels under here, right?
It's crazy. So,
but in regard to Garrett Morgan, like my wife was saying, he founded the yellow light, basically, before it was stop and go. But I wanted to talk about this man from a more spiritual aspect, right? First of all, he was known as a quadroon, right? Now, a quadroon was a slave that was black and mixed with any other light race, like Spaniard, white. They would just name these people quadroons because they didn't have the traditional black features. They was molded. You could see a lot of them look native, a lot of them looked like they was mixed. So they named him Quadroon. So, first of all, you got to remember, at this time in 1923, rich people didn't like nothing that was medium. Like middle class, they didn't like it because medium meant that you had a link to get to them. So it was basically like the light, stop and go, rich and poor, right? So mediums and things that held the word medium, it wasn't. I tend to believe that rich people attacked it aggressively and defensively because medium was like, so here goes a black man, right? A quadroon man, right? Mixed heritage, mixed background, black. He comes up with a yellow light. So you got to realize they rejected it automatically. That's not going to work. We don't need that, right? Now, this man, I tend to believe that he was tapped in. It doesn't say much about his parents and their origin, but his name says it all. His name was actually Garrett Augustus Morgan. So I was talking to my wife and I was like, they don't really mention his parents, but the fact that Garrett had the middle name Augustus, and the fact he had very white features, it suggests that his pap was white, because Augustus was a Caesar that was reverenced in Rome. So it wouldn't be likely for a black man to carry a middle name. You normally carry that, and then you carry your slave on the last name. So this quadroon man, he comes up with the yellow light, the fitting in between the red and green light. So of course it's like, okay, here's a black man with an idea. But what I want to show you is the nature of the beast that still attacks us. They attacked this man, but they did it. The resistance came in the form of hatred, of course, for the idea, right? Because who are you to come up with this idea? So what did they do? They lowballed him. Do you know that he sold the rights to the traffic light to GM, right?
Yeah, to the electric.
For $40,000, right? Now the equivalency of $40,000 in today's economy from 1923 will still only be about 750,000. So they lowballed them. Yeah. But that's the form of hatred I say that to say, when you have a very innovative idea or you very ingenious, honor your work, right? And don't sell your work off for less than what is really. Because I tend to believe it seemed like he had a good life. He lived like 40 years after he sold, his idea to GM. But I still believe he lived with regret, because look, that's a multi-billion-dollar idea that he sold for $40,000. But that was the tenure of the time, because it was either sell it or die about it, right? So just that. And my person that I chose to honor for Black History Month is two people. It's Emperor Menelik II and his wife, Queen Tetu Batul. And the reason why I chose to honor them for Black History, because many of us, we know about the Haitian War of 1804, I believe 1804, 1807. They had it was the time of the Renaissance, and basically the European powers, they were trying to colonize all of the African communities and everything that was. So, of course, they lost in Haiti. But many people don't speak about, in my opinion, they took a greater loss. So what they did was, during the time, and this happened in 1896. Now, during the 1800s, what was happening was Rome had decided to create the Bible, the Bible, like the Roman Catholicism. That was the new world religion. So what they did, they went all around and pillaged communities, and they forced this onto people, right? Now, this was in the name of Christianity. But Ethiopia, they had a truer form of Christianity, right? And they had books. They had the most valuable book, the Book of Enoch. Because what happened at this time was Rome, they wanted to wipe out all traces of any civilization that was more stronger than them, because they didn't want nobody to have an uprising. That's why they hid the information about the giants. They tried to break the connections that we had in Egypt. They kind of put their face on everything. The reason why they was doing this was because that's what you do when you colonize. You try to wipe out the pre-existing
The entire history.
Especially religions and godheads. They wanted to wipe that out. So as Rome proceeds to colonize Africa, they called it the scramble for Africa, right? Because the European powers, not only Rome, it was a lot, the Europeans in general, right? They came together. So what's so impressive about Emperor Menelik II and his wife, Queen Tetu Batul, is the fact that they worked with God. They didn't. They worked with God for real.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, the European powers. I want you to let this resonate in your spirit. The European powers, they would have been representing the Christianity that we hold today.
Yes.
Okay, Roman Catholicism is what spawned all of the Christianity of today. It was spawned by Roman Catholicism. Then it broke down. So in other words, if the war was to happen, the Battle of Adwa was what I'm speaking about. If it was to happen today, we would be fighting on the side of European power. But they wasn't fighting with God, though. I'm going to show you why. And this is why I hold these two people dear to the memory, Black History Month. Emperor Menelik and his wife, they used the forces of nature to win the war. They didn't use magic like Haiti. Like the European powers, they already experienced magic from Haiti. They and they lost San Domingo. They said, all right, we know. So what they didn't understand was people that was truly working with God.
The Most High.
The Most High. The doctrine that they were supposed to be working with, these people held the real doctrine. Like they held the Bible that had 80-something books in it.
Yeah.
Right? So what happened was Rome urged Spain to attack Ethiopia because they wanted the whole world under one religion. They wanted everybody to be Roman Catholicism, right? So they went up against King Menelik. But Queen Tetu Batul, she had established a relationship with the animals, in particular the leopards and the lions, right? They became close. So I tend to believe on a spiritual level, it was a level of agreement to fight what was unnatural, right? So as Spain began to advance, Ethiopia went into the mountains. They took the doctrine. Mind you, this is why they're impressive. Emperor Menelik left all of the gold and everything.
They left everything there.
They left all of that there. They only took the doctrine and rolled out with the doctrine.
Went to the mountains.
But they knew what they was guarding. They was really guarding the Bible, but they was really guarding the book of Enoch as well. Because you got to remember, Rome wanted that book so they can obliterate it. So that we could be running around confused and not have no books, right? They had the book of Enoch, which was a valuable book because the book of Enoch,
he walked very closely with the Most High.
It holds information that the Bible don't have. Simple and plain. The book of Enoch, it has valuable information and relevation, and even in relation to Yeshua, it has valuable information that they don't want us to have because it shows a closer relation through blood to the Most High. So Rome, they wanted to get that. So Emperor Menelik, they fled to the mountains. They took the doctrine. Now the impressive feat is this. Spain began to advance under the urgency of Rome because Rome, you got to realize, Rome was the wicked center. So Rome didn't want to fight. Rome wanted them to beat Ethiopia, right? So they said, go, y'all advance. So they crushed like 7,000 European troops, but they was broken, and this how you know it was the Most High that was doing it. First, they was broken by nature because as they began to advance into the mountains, they didn't have no knowledge of how deep the mountains ran.
They drew them to the mountains.
Right, they drew them to the mountains, so they thinking, well, we just going to traverse the mountains. But what the mountains did, it provided dehydration because it's salty in the mountains. So as they advancing up, the altitude is changing. They salty, they dried out. So they becoming weaker. As they advancing, the forces of nature is breaking them. As they moving along, this is way more powerful than what happened in Haiti, if you really think about it. This is God working. So as they advancing into mountain terrain that they have no knowledge of, Menelek and them is keep falling back, right? They falling back deeper into the mountains, right? But as they falling back into the mountains, they falling back into deeper climates, and so they running them through different. It's cold one minute, it's hot the next minute.
They're trained for
this. They know the mountain though, but so they wearing the European forces out.
Yes.
Simply with the forces, and they haven't fought one. They haven't thrown one blow yet. So they continue to advance.
Right.
So what really is this is supernatural. So they get to a pass where it's kind of level ground in the mountainous area. So they feel secure. So Menelek is so calculated, and his wife, mind you, his wife, she going out with the scouts. See, the thing that was impressive about the queen was she was actually more active at war than Menelek was. Like, she was out scouting. She knew everything that was going on. She was super smart. Like, she wrote up the strategy of war. So, boom, they combined their minds, right? They literally beat the European forces by falling back into nature and letting God work.
God did the work.
And then at the end of it, what happened, which was beautiful, was the European forces, they now soggy and tired, sanded out, and they in a place where they think that they can rest because the ground is kind of level, it's mellow. All this is designed to ease them. Lo and behold, they fall on them, the Ethiopians, King Menelek. Now imagine this is the sight that they saw. Men coming down the hill for warfare, but they're accompanied by lions and beasts.
Yeah.
The beast was trained to attack the enemy. That's a big feat. And this is why people who connected to Ethiopian Haile Selassie, when they see the lion, they looking at something different. They looking at, they say the Lion of Judah, but a lion they had a deep bond with these animals. And I tend to believe it was a spiritual covenant to defend that land. They actually injured 10,000 European forces. It was so bad that Europe didn't try it again for 40 years. They was like, it's over. So we want to honor them for their resilience, Emperor Menelik II and Queen Tetu Batul, and for what they did for the Christian faith. Because Ethiopia still hold an original doctrine.
You know, there was actually, I forgot what year it was, but I had told you it was a little girl that had been kidnapped by some people in Ethiopia. And she was actually, when they found her, when protection found her, when authorities found her, she was actually surrounded by, like, I believe 4 lions that surrounded her so that the predators couldn't do anything to her. And this happened in Ethiopia. Look it up.
Yeah, Ethiopians got a very powerful connection with the lions, but thanks to Tati Batul, she established that. Yeah. Like, she was she's one woman to remember, and they actually got pictures of her. Like, man, my wife was looking at them. She was like a real laid back looking sister, you feel me? She wasn't overtly beautiful or nothing, but she had a beautiful spirit. And I believe without them, we don't have the most valuable Christian book in today's time. It's going to come out, is the book of Enoch. Like, until you read the book of Enoch, you really not tapping into the connection and the correlation that we have with the Most High. It was deep. Like, you got to realize it was so much history that went on with giants in this world, and Rome and the powers that be, they don't want us to know that. They don't. That's why you think they take all the bones in the Smithsonian and they hide them, and they never would have come out and admit that it was giant Nephilim or Nurag.
No, they'll just give you a cartoon like Jack and the Beanstalk.
They'll talk about it, they'll hint to it, but
Jack and the Beanstalk.
You never hear them come out and say,
the Jolly
even when they found these big old gigantic tombs in Malta, right? Malta, Sardinia, that's Italy. Right now, Sardinia is another place that recorded giants. They wasn't called the Nephilim, they was called the Nuragi over there. So over there they got history of giants, and they found these big old tombs in Malta, and they hid it.
Yeah.
They hid it. They wiped it completely out. And the reason why is because they don't want it. It all leads back to the book of Enoch. Why is the book of Enoch not in the Bible?
And he walked with the Most High.
And think about it.
He actually
the
went
book
up.
of Enoch is actually.
He never passed away. Remember?
And that's told in the Bible.
He never passed away. He went up to be with God.
It says Enoch walked with God, and then he was with God. Like basically, the Bible gives you his name because it has to. He's relevant. Like he's in a line of Methuselah and Adam and all of these people, right? He's in a lineage, but there's no book for him. But it is a book. But it was agreed by Tertullian and the forefathers that put together. They agreed to leave that book out the Bible. They say it's too extraterrestrial.
It's too extraterrestrial.
It's too much in there for them to know. And you gotta realize the Bible was made to colonize. It was. Now, I'm not knocking the Bible because I read Psalms, I find it's great power in the Bible. Anything invested with that is gonna have great power. And you know, God is a part of power. But when the Bible was constructed by what was his name?
King James?
No, it was an emperor. It was a Roman. I can't think of his name, but it was one of them. It was either a Caesar or an emperor in Rome. But I know he was under pressure to do something because the European colonies they was fighting, they didn't have the structure that they wanted. And what he basically did, I'm gonna look into it. I can't think of his name, and I don't want to say the wrong one. But this particular ruler of Rome, Christ had just died, right? He had recently died. Now, Rome was against everything that Christ stood for.
Yeah.
But after his death, they said, oh, we can use his death. We can use him.
Yeah.
We can use that. Like, we can really, really use that. And we can use that to control everybody.
Yeah.
To be technical. Because that's exactly what they did. Like, when they put together the Bible, and I'm not knocking the Bible, this is the truth of it. When they composed the Bible, it was a bunch of men that sat around and said, no, don't put the book of Jubilees in there. Don't put the book of Enoch in there. Don't put that book in there. Leave them out, and we'll call them apocryphal literature. Apocrypha. They don't hold no relevance, but that's not the truth. All of the books,
so
the holy books,
why they want it from Ethiopia then?
It was Alexander. Somebody said Alexander. I think it was Alexander that did that. But I think it was somebody even before him. Because, you know, Rome was under pressure to bring order to the whole Europe. Like, they was under pressure. So what better way to bring order than religion? You know, you deify Christ. You wipe out his manly existence. Ethiopia got books about the contention of Christ. And in their Bible, they actually got information about what Christ went through, things that he went through. You got other books that have, it shows Christ in a light of even anger sometimes, right? And they didn't want that to be present. So what they did, they said, this was the Council of Nicaea. That was like the final agreement where they agreed, okay, this is what we running with. And we're going to call this the Holy Book. And we're going to take this throughout the nation, and we're going to establish tradition, and we're going to go to war. And we're going to unalive everybody that don't agree with it. So that's what led to the Battle of Ethiopia and Emperor Menelik II. They didn't agree with it. They didn't then, and they don't now. So, Black history.
Okay.
All right.
100. Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're going to tap in.
Hey, everyone. Hey,
see
everyone.
what Spirit is talking about.
We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go
Constantine, that's who it was. It was Constantine. That's who it was.
Okay, come on, Pac.
There you go,
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Come on, I like when you do that.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I like when you
That's
come
who
through.
it was, Ronnie. Yep, it was Constantine that did
Come
that.
through with that.
And he put together the Bible because he was under pressure.
We love you, Audrey. Okay. Come through, boo.
Ronnie,
Be careful.
Ronnie over there laughing.
Doing that trivia. You heard me. Okay.
We doing well, Ronnie.
We love and we'll see you too.
We love you too. Thank you.
They said we'll see you in some strange kind of way. Okay. Watch the replay. You'll see us.
This look like what I pulled for the 3 cards I pulled on myself. But then
Okay.
it's a little different.
Go ahead. What you got over there?
Right.
I'm just filling out the waters.
Okay, I got the Ace of Cups in reverse.
Doing good.
To the Strength. To the 8 of Cups in reverse. Wow. Well, so with these cups in reverse and the Strength, I feel like you're a very strong individual. But you could also be in a situation that's draining you, like on an emotional level, with the Ace of Cups being in reverse and the 8 of Cups being in reverse. Because the 8 of Cups in reverse is kind of like a failure to depart from a certain amount of confusion. Could be a way of thinking, or it could be a way you just holding in your heart. You know how you feel a certain way, and that's just the way you feel. You don't want to let it go. Well, that becomes an Ace of Cups because it's you holding on to a negative emotion. And I feel like I say, the Strength being your major arcana, very strong individual. But Ace of Cups in reverse, like I said, it could doing wrong. But in this case, I believe it's just a feeling wrong. Maybe allowing yourself to feel wrong about, maybe you could need to change the way you see something as well. I'm feeling. Because the 8 of Cups in reverse is a failure to depart from a way of thinking, like being trapped in a certain mind state. You know how being trapped in an abusive relationship, but with yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be literal too. I pray to God it's not at this time. Like, nobody should be. If you in a relationship and it's not, you're not working things out, it's not working towards the best version of you, you know, might want to reconsider. But yeah, moreover, I think that somebody you hold on to a negative way of feeling that you may need to let go of, and definitely depart from a negative way of viewing things, maybe even pessimistic, right? Maybe you need to be more optimistic and don't have such a tunnel vision about something. Because the 8 of Cups in reverse is like, my mind stuck right here and I ain't gonna change. It's like being stranded in a bad relationship, but with your own self again. Right? But you're strong enough to change it. You got the strength. So it might just be a fleeting feeling. It could be a day you're going through. But whatever it is, you got the strength to change it. So you're gonna have to apply that strength. Don't sit back and let things beat you up that you have the power to dismiss, avoid, walk away from, not answer the phone if it's draining you that much.
Tell me a story. All right, y'all. I don't know. What's the story? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? 5 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Oh, no. It's upright. Is it upright? Yeah. In the reverse, conflict. Okay. Something about somebody being something abusive here. Okay. Hostile, defeat, self-sacrificing. It's time to stop sacrificing ourselves, okay? Allowing ourselves to be in conflict. You know, conflict is not high vibrational. You know, confusion is not lightness. You know, that doesn't put you on the right side of things. If someone is in confusion, you need to pay attention to this. You know, abusive relationships, you know, physically, mentally, you know, whatever it is. Because sometimes you're going to be, you know, mentally abused, right? If someone constantly talking down on you, to you, about you, right? Those kind of things are very important. And I feel like right now is not the time to allow yourself to be in any kind of in these kind of situations. Something about self-sacrificing here. You could be sacrificing your own happiness. Hangman. Yeah, look, we got the hangman here. Look, resistance, surrender, okay? Uncertainty, delays, resisting, stalling, holding on to things that truly don't even matter here. I feel like someone could even be having conflicted feelings. You know, I keep holding on to something that I know I'm not supposed to. Well, when are you going to let it go, sis, bro? Right? Like that kind of thing. Yeah, 4 cups. Yeah, feeling like you missed the opportunity. You know, this is because someone needs to let something go. I'm going to just be for real. You know, with the hangman coming out in the reverse, it is literally resisting surrender. You know, that's why we have to take breaks. Let's just be real, right? You know, I felt like I was resisting surrender in certain areas, and for me to grow like I need to grow and to be the person I need to be, I need to take breaks. I need to sit still. I need to be certain. I need to have, you know, I need to have my mind clear. I need to know that no opportunity is missed, because if something is for me, it's for me, right? I have to have a clear and sound mind. And if I have things around me that are causing confusion, chaos, and conflict, I need to evaluate what's going on around me. And this could be you, okay? I don't know if somebody's feeling unmotivated. You could be feeling just weary of a situation. Maybe there's some uncertainty around you or something like that. But what's for you will not be taken away from you. If it's for you, there's nobody that can derail it from you. There's nobody that can literally steal it from you. Maybe it's not time for you to have it, right? Maybe it's yours, but not right now. Okay, something like that. You know, I don't know. King of Cups, Knight of Cups. Follow your heart here. Okay, Spirit is saying follow your heart. You know, there's an invitation for something new here. Don't don't want something new and then constantly reject invitations for something new, for a new experience, for a new friend, for a new job, a new opportunity, whatever it is, something like that. Okay.
Okay. So this is deep over here. I got 7 of Swords to the 2 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. I'm going to advise somebody, keep people out your business and your relationships. Because when I see the 7 of Swords following a 2 of Cups to a 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups to the 10 of Cups is a happy relationship, right? It's a relationship where you're fulfilled on a certain level. With all of these cups, 2 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, something that your ancestors probably agree with or even put together. But in the background, you got a 7 of Swords lurking. And this is the energy of theft. So this could be like somebody, you know, this could be somebody that it could be what they call it, the unusual suspect. This is one of them things where you gotta search throughout your life and see what's trying to affect your relationship. You know, sometimes relationships with other people, they don't fit well with your personal relationship that you have in. Even when you have friends that you had for your whole life, do you know that a friend that you had for your whole life, sometimes they your worst critics? Did you know that? Your best friend that you literally had your whole life, if they have areas of their life where they not, you know, they insecure, they unhappy, or all of these things, and these are your common ground with them. Like these are the areas where y'all have common ground. Well, when you leave that common ground, you now gonna experience the flip side of their emotion. Period. It's the way that it works.
Yeah.
Don't be dismayed. Like if for instance, if me and Lala grew up together, right, and we both come from a certain background and we have a problem with relationships. None of us are married. Neither one of us married. We done been throughout life. So what happens when I get married or she gets married? What happens is a certain resentment comes, whether you like it or not. This is for people who have friends. And it's just to be expected. And the reason why it comes is because the common ground is gone now.
Yeah.
You now
The
been
drinking, the hanging out, the doing whatever it is, you know, whatever the common ground was, right?
it's gone. So what happens is, what do you honor? Do you honor a friend, or do you honor Two of Cups, which is your union, your marriage, your relationship, whatever it is that's sustaining you, right? Do you honor that, or because sometimes you got to put one before the other. It truly is like you can't make two things work and it's not working. And I feel like for somebody that may be the issue. Like you may just need to don't let nothing steal away because your Two of Cups is your Two of Cups. Your Ten of Cups is your Ten of that's fulfillment. That belongs to you.
And it's crazy because if you look at these cards right here, they're sitting with their back turned, and this person is like sneaking
creeping up on
towards
them.
them.
Look at it.
You know, it's crazy.
Look at us.
You know what I'm saying? It's like those things happen slowly over time if you don't pay attention, right?
Mm-hmm. And like I said,
sucking the life out of you.
And a lot of times, it's sad, but it's the people that we let look inside of our relationship. They the ones who are able to do it because they know the mechanics of your. And we live in a world where you will be surprised at what people come up with.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally talking like seriously. Like we live in a world where people, they will come up with the most devious strategy, right, just to affect you. Because that's the world we live in. It's promoted. You got people advertising black magic all over the internet. You want to get somebody back that did you wrong? Call me. You want a freezer spell? Call me. Like, so.
Gossip sells, drama sells, so.
Living in that world, you got to guard. When you got a Two of Cups with the Ten of Cups, you got to guard it. But that's yours. That belongs to you. So when something is yours and it belongs to you and God gave it to you, it's like, I think, and I'm going to say this because thank you, Spirit. This is what we need to understand. When we get blessings from the Most High releases them, right? It's up to us to maintain that blessing. Because the energy of a blessing is the energy of a curse. Why? Because it's first of all, if the Most High release something to you in the universe, it's powerful. It's a blessing, right? But now it's your duty to maintain it.
That's real.
Because it can become the thing that curses you.
It's like you pray for a car, right? God sends you a car. You don't never get no oil change. You don't check no air, no tires. You just get in the car and just keep going, right?
Then when it fails,
right.
it's cursing
like,
you now.
It's like, oh my gosh, I don't have a car. But when you were blessed with a car, but you didn't put any work into it, you didn't invest anything, you just got in there and just rode the thing with no maintenance or anything, right? And everything requires maintenance, even your spirituality.
Yes. And moreover, the things that the Most High give you, you gotta focus on them because inside of them is a safe haven. Yeah. Like if God gave you something, it's built to last. All you gotta do is take care of it. God ain't gonna give you nothing that ain't built to last. Car, house, relationship. The Four of Swords coming out in a reverse here. There's no action, no movement. You could be feeling stagnant right now. I don't know if someone's ghosted someone. You could be just feeling restless or burnt out about a situation. I feel like, a lot of times we allow our feelings to block things for us. And I feel like this could be that kind of situation where we could be feeling like, unsatisfied, disappointed, dissatisfaction, unmotivated, just feeling restless, burnt out. I feel like there's someone that maybe just needs to look at life, your life is not as bad as it could be. It's not as bad as it was. It's actually, if you look at yourself, you're doing quite better than a lot of people around you, right? Yeah.
Whatever that may mean for you and your situation. But I feel like a lot of people have been given a lot of opportunities and a lot of blessings that we're not really looking at right now and feeling like, oh, the work is over, but it's not. It says the Page of Wands is coming out in the reverse here. Yeah, I was feeling this lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem I don't know, like, and this is sudden. I don't know if you're just going through, like my husband said, maybe you're just going through your emotions, right? It's just emotions taking me over, caught up in sorrow. Yeah, somebody's going through maybe just like an emotional roller coaster or something like that right now. You could be needing to really balance your energy. Sometimes it's good for those breaks, maybe off social media, maybe from a habit, whatever it is. Sometimes it's just good to pay attention and journal and to pay attention and see what's going on with yourself. I recommended everybody this year to start off with one of these right here, a planner. And I've been doing what I've been telling you guys. I've been writing and I'm seeing how I feel, and I'm paying attention to the days when I don't feel good and the days when I feel really good. What am I doing on these days, right? What am I doing on the days when I feel really good? And what am I doing on the days when I feel really, really bad, right? I'm finding that on the days I feel really bad, I'm rushing myself. I'm rushing the Most High. I'm not being patient, right? I'm looking for arguments. I'm doing these kind of things, And when you start learning these things about yourself, you'll be able to pay attention. I don't know. Somebody feels like they're out of ideas here. You could be trying to force yourself to, I remember a time when I was trying to force money, right? I was trying to get money so bad that I was trying to force ideas. I was trying to force things to work because there was a time where I was getting money very easily, right? And then there was a time where God was like, you're going to work very hard for this. Or even if you work very hard, you ain't going to get a lot of this because it was a lesson, right? So I don't know, don't allow yourself to feel hasty, okay? It could be time to find a new path or something like that. And then I feel like for someone, when something's not broken, there's no need to fix it. Maybe you just need to sit back, remember your abilities, okay? Show gratitude is what I'm hearing. Gratitude for sure. Because when you feel dissatisfied, that can really make you start acting crazy in the world. When you feel dissatisfied, you can start treating people poorly. You can start walking around and just feeling vibrating off negative energy. You ever seen a person that's just dissatisfied with life? Negativity is, it sticks, right? And so when you spread that, just like positivity, if you spread positivity, it also sticks, right? So I feel like, I don't know, in this kind of energy, it's just very important to balance your emotions, okay? To maybe write down some things that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for. I've been trying to wake up and think of things, at least 5 things that I'm grateful for. And it's been very easy, especially with the cold weather, right? Because I remember a time where we were homeless, right? We were going through our spiritual journey and God had us just out there, right? So, it's easy for me to wake up now and be like, you know what? I got 5 things I'm grateful for. So you could be just needing to balance out your emotions here.
And it's crazy because this right here, over here, it screams balance.
Yeah.
My particular 3-card spread, you got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse to the King of Swords in reverse. But those are offsetting energies. Mm-hmm. Because, see, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse is telling me that you're not holding back, right? But the King of Swords in reverse is telling me that you're not rushing forward either. And I believe this 3 of Cups is harmony. And I feel this is a harmonious energy. And with look at this. You could be a person that's being led by your ancestors right now. I know what that feels like. I remember when my ancestors had me in a place where I was walking so close to them, I thought I was going to walk off the face of the earth. That's how close I was walking. It doesn't feel that way all the time anymore, but I don't need that proximity. But somebody, you might be going through that place where, and it's a place where you feel yourself being celebrated. And it has nothing to do with people around you. Mm-hmm. You just know you connected to the ethers. And you feel the celebration, right? Others do too, but of course people won't admit it. It's like, it feels harmonious, like I said. I feel like you're learning not to hold yourself back, which is key. Like, And I mean holding back even on your level of acceptance. Somebody, thank you, Spirit, you starting to accept a lot more than you did, right? Maybe even accepting the fact, really, that you do work with your ancestors, right? Or they work with you, or they favor you in some type of way. I don't know why I keep saying that, but and it could be new for somebody. Maybe you didn't come up through traditional practices and maybe nobody showed you anything, but nevertheless, there you are in harmony with your ancestors, right? So treat it like that. Be led, right? Allow yourself to be led. When you get in places like this, sometimes they got you there for a reason. See, sometimes ancestors, they be wanting you to break away from the traditional wrongdoings. You know, when they trying to get you to end the generational curse, it's real lonely on that island. You celebrate it, but when you on that island and your ancestors choose you for a specific thing, they ain't choose everybody else. They chose you. A resentment again, because your family gonna look at it like who you think you are. But the power that sustains you is greater than what, it's greater. So it's a difference. So I feel like it takes some getting used to. But everything is harmonious. 4 Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Just, if my advice, just keep your King of Swords in reverse. Like, don't rush out unprepared for nothing. Because that's what people try to do. When people see you got harmony, they want to get you in the King of Swords so they can draw you out real fast. You done left your helmet home. You don't want the war without a sword. And you riding against the wind, right? So don't go against the grain. Stay smooth. And give yourself a chance to adapt to the feelings that you have, the things that you're learning. These are things that you're going through that you know you're going through. So there's no sense in trying to deny them. You just learn them. And you learn by giving yourself time. You don't learn by cramming information. You learn by being led. Sometimes, instead of asking somebody, sometimes realign your intentions. Is it something you want to know? Are you willing to go find out before you go ask somebody? And then when you uncertain, because the more I tend to believe, if I need to know something, the more I can find out about it before I ask the question, the better I'm prepared I am to even ask the question. Like if I want to know something, it's enough Google and information to pretty much learn what you want to know, right? Or gain discernment and then ask the question. But, as opposed to just asking somebody a question, they giving you an answer and you allowing that to lead you. Well, where do you study at? Where do you take time to learn,
Hey.
Yeah, it's a good energy,
What up, though?
Harmony with the ancestors.
Hey, Crystal. Let's see.
Oh, sure.
Skylar. Hello. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, with the 9 of Wands, this is a test of your faith right now. Are you being courageous? Do you have boundaries? Do you understand that you really have gifts? Somebody needs to know this right now. Something about maintaining, being persistent here, holding yourself accountable. Okay? Are you really determined to get where you are right now? Something like that. I see the 6 of Coins here. I don't know. It looks like it wants to be in a reverse. Something is one-sided, okay? Unconditional. Something's one-sided, okay? You could be like giving someone something too much. It could be conditional giving, okay? Unpaid debts, dependency, greed, something like that. I don't know. With the 9, it's a test of your faith, though. So, we bend, but we don't break kind of energy is what I'm hearing. Something like that. You could be bending right now, but you will not break, right? Okay? Hold on is what I'm hearing. Right? You have to really have courage on this journey, Boundaries are needed. You have to have boundaries. How can you be sad about having to have boundaries about, you, right? A city without walls is attacked, okay? So if you don't have boundaries, you will be attacked here. Let's see. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. There's many possibilities about what's going on right now. There could be someone lacking focus. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, the enemy comes in and tries to get us to lose focus of our faith, of sight, of what's happening, of, the promises that we already been promised, of the things that we already know that are happening in our lives. And here comes the confusion and the illusions and the shiny object syndrome. If I can't see money, if I can't see this, then that means things aren't working out. I feel like this is very important for us to pay attention to, because it's a trick on your mind. Your mind is a playground for the enemy if you don't keep it sharp, right? So it's very important to understand that, when you start feeling, a lot of times we're fighting against ourselves, right? The enemy within ourselves, because that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing somebody really fighting with themselves to just exist in a certain way, okay? But it's something about your boundaries. I don't know. There's a lot of illusions and confusion here. This could even be like knocking you off of your square. I feel like somebody's worked so hard to be, somewhere at a certain point in life. And I feel like, I don't know, there's just something trying to knock you off your square here. You could be really going through spiritual warfare. It is warfare. World War III is spiritual. It's crazy. Last week, I came in contact with this spirit. It was terrible. And, I had to really recover from it because, it's a very powerful spirit. And I understand that, there are, things that roam around this earth. When those fallen angels got kicked out of heaven, those spirits are roaming around, and they are giant spirits. And anger is a giant spirit. Envy, jealousy, malice, those are giant spirits, right? And so when you allow those things to come in and confuse you, it really stops you from doing, what you're supposed to be doing. And I really feel this for someone. You could be unclear right now, but remember that it's okay to be unclear, because the unknown is where we should be anyway. We're not designed to know everything, because if we knew everything, we would probably be insane,
Definitely mental. This is mental mind energy. Yeah. Like a lot of, cause I got the Hermit to the Five of Swords to the King of Cups. Now, off top, the Hermit is mental. The Hermit to the Five of Swords is, you know how you got your mind on something, but it's confusing. You can't really decide, or you can't really figure out. It's that kind of energy. Like it's something with the Hermit, because this is being deep within the inner recesses of your mind, but still having confusion with the Five of Swords. And I've been in that place. You ever been up for an extended period of time at night thinking about something? That's that kind of energy. Or you ever been at work and you really needed like 15 minutes to get away from your job so you can really think something out that's bothering you?
Mario say my mom playing tricks on me.
Yeah, it's heavy. Five of Swords is very confused, right, about a thing. The Hermit. What I do like about this, though, is the King of Cups. It shows me a powerful intuition and the energy of love being chosen over hatred with this King of Cups. So in other words, somebody could have been in your mind about something. And you could have been in your mind a million different ways from Sunday, right? Because I feel like this is, even, when you want to become violent, but you choose better? That's what this is. Hermit to the Five of Swords to the King of Cups. Somebody chooses love and chooses. The King of Cups is also masculine energy, but I tend to believe it's the higher aspect of your intuition. You know how when you at a low vibration, your intuition is no good for you. When your vibration is very low on a constant basis, your intuits they coming from a low place.
Everybody talking about you. You weren't hurt. Everything.
Yeah, you just you know how when you vibrating low, like when you're angry, when you hurt, when you confused. Well, when you dig into your intuition, when you're going through these things, it leads you to wrong places. Like you really be sitting back wanting to do something to people. Maybe I should just call the police on somebody or do something crazy to somebody, or we get that. Well, this is not what I see. I see somebody leaning towards love and knowing what's better, or knowing what's peaceful for all parties. Because when you see the hermit, let's be real. When you see somebody in the hermit, something drove them there. People don't go in the hermit mode for nothing. Like when you go in the hermit, it's because a lot of times life pressures push you in that place where you really got to go within. Because that's all a hermit is going within, deep within.
Yeah.
Like, so continue to choose love over your own confusion. That's the best thing I can really say. I find myself doing it. Even when you don't understand, choose love. Even when you think that they talking about you, or just choose love. Even when you want to say something, but you know everything that's right about you is telling you not to say nothing.
I do it all the time.
Just choose love.
I'll just be like, whatever.
Real talk, because you know how I grip. Like she was saying, them spirits, anger, anger is a bad spirit and very powerful. Because when they grip you, it don't want to let up off you.
They don't want
jealousy, envy, strife, malice, all of these things is cousins and related to anger. So when they grip us, they hard to shake off of you.
Yeah.
That's why you got to choose love. Even when I done been angry and chose love. I'm going to show you how it went. I done been so angry one time when I was outside. I was so angry. Somebody done something to me, and I wanted to do something to them back. I had it all in my mind, like, man, I'm ready to do it. But then I chose love because I said, well, it's not that it's not in me to do this. I could easily do this. But if I do this, I know too much to do this now. I know that this is wrong. See, it was a time when you didn't know and you wasn't held accountable like you will be when you know. It was like, now that I know this is wrong, I'm going to have to choose love because why? I know love. So if you know love and, you have you have access to your intuition or gifts, ancestral gifting, or all of that, you got to choose that. You know what I'm saying?
Because your mind will have you making a whole plan on how to get back.
Yeah, you can't be doing tarot readings and choosing violence. The spirit's going to sift you apart.
Every time.
Like, you got to choose love. When you moving in your gifts and all of that, you want to choose love so it don't lead you into a place where you're vulnerable. Because remember, malignant spirits, they want confusion, chaos, war, strife, unaliving, jokery, trickery, all that. That's the vibration that they want. So when you fighting with that and it's on you, just choose love. Because love is always easy to find. It's just will we choose it.
Yeah.
Real
it's
talk.
A choice.
Like love and I come from a violent past. Any demonstration of violence in my life, whether done to me or from me, it was an option for love to be chosen. At any given time, somebody could choose love. But the thing is, will you choose love? That's the thing. Even though you in your mind the wrong way, you want to know so bad, you want to react so bad, will you choose love, King of Cups? That's going to get you there. Ain't always easy, neither.
But then, think how fast you can make a bad choice. Like, out of anger. I've made bad choices quick. Things can happen like this.
And
very quickly out of anger.
I'm hearing somebody people, this is for a mother. You need to tell your son, if this is resonating, to choose love over destruction. Just tell him that. Like, of course reinforce it, but a lot of times we're not even introducing the proper words for kids to have a way. If you know you got a son and he playing with them things, you know, he becoming violent, or it was in his daddy. So it's in him, right? The violence was in his daddy. So as a parent, begin to offer him affirmations. And a good one to start with is, son, choose love over destruction. Because you don't know where he gonna go into. You understand me? As a mom that's dealing with this, because somebody got a teenage boy and shorty might be choosing violence. You the mother, you got the power, you got the love. Listen, offer him the word. Son, choose love over destruction. Because when he out there on the road and he run into those different things,
he gonna hear that voice.
He gonna hear that voice that say choose love over destruction. But if there's no voice there,
you choose destruction.
Bow! It happened. I've been on the other side. I was telling my wife earlier, when I was incarcerated, one of the things that broke my heart that I saw with young men, because at one point in time, I got myself tied up in some violent stuff, and I was on a volunteer when they detain you. I was up there with the unalivers because of the nature of my offense that I was accused of. And you know what I had a chance to witness that broke my heart? It would be young guys that came in and they was drunk when they came in, or they was out of their mind, and they had committed these horrendous crimes when they was drunk. And then they would go through a process where they would sober up and they would need therapy. They would have to come and get them. I would see someone be like, what happened? I did what? It was one guy I knew, he actually unalived his girlfriend at a hotel, right? He didn't even realize what had happened. He was completely out of it.
The spirit.
And I was looking through the glass and I could see him, and they was trying to explain to him what he done. And he just was like, he didn't know. And then he stood up and passed out. And it's crazy, you know. But I tend to believe a lot of that can be prevented if a voice is there, especially the voice of the mother. Son, choose love over destruction. Choose life over death.
We got the 9 of coins coming out in the reverse. Something about stand up for what you deserve. You could be working way too hard, okay? You could be working for free, undervaluing yourself or something like that. Self-worth. I've been feeling a lot of that. I don't know if, if you're around people that are not making you feel like you are the best version of yourself, if you're not feeling like that for yourself, something's going on here. You should not be feeling like this, because I don't like this energy. This is very heavy. This is a person like God gave you a certain spiritual energy and you forgot that you are that boy, that girl, whatever it is, something like that, okay? 9 of coins is in the reverse. I don't know if someone is believing because they could be financially not what they are, that they're not valuable or something, but, things of the earth are unvaluable, okay? We got the 4 coins coming out, something about material attachment. I told you. Somebody could be having a mindset that is not very high vibrational right now. I don't know if somebody is feeling like because you don't have monetary gain, you don't have, accolades and rewards, that you're not valuable or something like that. This could be really stopping you from seeing those kind of things too, because when you're so worried about these things, it can cause a blockage, okay? Sometimes we have to be like, what is our faith really in? Is it the things that we can see? Okay? I don't know. Let's see. We got the Knight of Wands. I don't know. It could be a time to be feeling like very adventurous. There could be a need for travel. You could be just needing to have an energetic shift, okay? You need maybe a spiritual cleanse or something like that. Maybe you need a bath. Maybe you need to sit down in some herbs or something like that, okay? I feel like there's a need for an energetic shift. Someone could be feeling down, and I feel like there's not a reason to feel down. So, You know, sometimes that's the enemy within us, self-sabotage. I'm hearing self-sabotage is what I'm hearing. Okay? There could be some self-sabotage energy going on here. There could be someone stressing out about money when your gift, your purpose, your mission is way bigger than coins. Of course, we all need money to survive, but this could be your main focus, and this could be what is creating, that feeling of disappointment in your life, unbeknownst to yourself. Something about changing our mindset right now. Okay, it's not really about working harder, but smarter is what I'm hearing. You could be working very hard, but are you working smart towards whatever it is? Okay. Do we feel like we are deserving of things? Because sometimes I know me, I'm going to use myself. You know, I have felt like at times I was deserving of things. And, you know, when I look back, I really wasn't deserving of anything. I was lucky I had grace in certain areas, if I be honest with you, you know? But sometimes our ego, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, sometimes our ego takes us on trips, you know? I don't know. But I feel like, you know, there's a difference between being conceited and having confidence. And someone needs to boost up their confidence right now. Okay? You know, don't let small things hold you down. You know? I remember our truck was gone for a whole year, got repoed. We didn't have a truck for a whole year because it was repossessed. You know, we had the ability to be down every day, or we had the ability to do what we had to do to get back to where we had to be. And, you know, being down is not going to allow you the ability to get back in a new truck.
Yeah, we lost the truck a year ago, and
we
had a decision to make. You know, we wasn't in a place where we could afford to buy a new one, nor did we want to get one with a payment. So what we did was we got 2 bikes.
You heard me. And we made content.
We started riding the bikes. And when is a will is a way. But what that really means when it says a will is a way is basically like,
what are you willing to do?
When you work, when you willing to take your situation and work through it, I don't know whether people believe this or not, but your ancestors, they still work. Mm-hmm. God still work. Even when the situation not favorable, they work their best. You know how many lessons I learned when I was on the bike?
Me too.
I enjoyed myself on the bike, right? And then God brought it back through. Mm-hmm. You know, it's sometimes it's truly about you being tested in certain situations, because with this here warfare spiritually, the Most High trying to see who responsible.
Okay.
Like who responsible enough to keep it moving in spite of what's going on in your life. Because upon you is going to be bestowed a responsibility. Do y'all realize that this world is breaking up? You don't see it? Like, you really don't see it? Like, do you realize that we live in a world where certain communities, they've been telling you about what's going on behind closed doors for the last 5 years. They've been telling you about your celebrities, your favorite entertainers. They've been telling you. And now it's happening, or it's coming out. But what that's causing is the world to come apart as we know it. It might not be showing up yet. They got agents that's out apprehending people. They not even police officers, nothing. Mm-hmm. They just people that go get trained for 1 month, and they hand them the ability and the authorization to go around and really drag people down. Now they unaliving American citizens. Mm-hmm. So you don't really see what's going on. So you gotta really just see what's going on and be willing to work with the Most High, right? Against all circumstances. Not always agreeable, not always favorable. Mm-hmm. Over here is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. So 7 of Cups is basically, with the 5 of Pentacles, definitely a form of isolation. Somebody could be feeling lonely. Now, I want to tell you something. when you in the Seven of Cups to the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is definitely your current energy because you're not in the energy of receiving, not in the Seven of Cups to the Five of Pentacles. That's being isolated and immersed in your own thoughts. You weighing your own options. You may not even be giving God the opportunity to bring something towards you because you in the Seven of Cups to the Five of Pentacles. That could be a victim mentality as well, where you feeling like the world is treating you unfairly. That's the quickest way to block a blessing. Mm-hmm. When you start feeling like you deserve to have something or you owed something or all of these things, you missed the lesson in you missing the lesson in what you're going through. When you feeling like you deserve to have something, maybe you should feel like the situation that you're in is for the betterment of you. Because somebody, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse ain't nothing. That's almost like blocking out things from coming toward you. Simply being in the Seven of Cups to the Five of Pentacles, like you in your mind, but you in a place in your thoughts where people can't reach you. It's like this could be a selfish energy too. The Seven of Cups to the Five of Pentacles can be somebody who really, you could be in an energy, like I said, you super hyper focus on you and your options. But you might not see that the best option you have might come from outside of what you accessing. In other words, you got 7 cups right here, right? They are your options. But the option that might be for you, best for you, might not even be out on that board. It might not be in your 7 cup. But because your Knight of Pentacles in reverse is nothing that can come towards you, you stuck looking at the options that you're looking at. And with the Five of Pentacles, you by yourself doing it. You like, this is all I see. This is what I'm working with. Well, when you get like that, you block things. You got to become a little bit more optimistic, like I was saying at first. That's pessimism. 7 of Cups to the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You ain't even letting no new thoughts. You ain't even, somebody, you're not even allowing yourself to see something a different way. Maybe view your opportunities different. This is a matter of changing your perception, collective, in this reading. Because if you change the way you see it, it's going to open up. You know, this Knight of Pentacles, at least get your Knight of Pentacles upright. It's slow moving, but at least it's moving. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is blockages and delays. To the 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Somebody, you know, procrastination can lead you to being homeless as well. Like if you're sitting around and you know your bills due and you're not really trying to get on top of it with the 7 of Cups, putting bills, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul, my advice, pay your rent.
First.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
My advice to somebody, pay your rent. For real. Car payment, light payment, rent payment.
It's important.
Somebody juggling them options, right? Your rent. Follow up on the rest of it, right? Trust me. Because unless you prepared, some people, they prepared. They ain't going to pay my rent. I'm prepared to go wherever I'm going at. That's a different story. But if you know you got a lot of valuable things in your home that you have accumulated, don't play around with your rent money. Don't rob from Peter to pay Paul with the rent. Pay your rent. All right.
No.
Nah.
All right. Kansas in the building.
Kansas in the building.
What's up, Kansas?
Okay.
Hey, it's a dude in the groove now.
Bluetooth mode.
Hey, 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 hey. And that was your message. Hey, accept or reject it. Hey, but keep your spirits protected. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Hey, ain't no time to be playing around.
No.
Hey. We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. 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 You're alive, you have life inside.
Don't count yourself out this time.
Hey.
You was born as a king or a queen.
You have life inside.
Don't let them tell you otherwise.
Hey.
We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Yeah.
You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. You're a king or a queen, you have life inside.
Don't let yourself out this time.
Hey. 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 It's our duty to grow now. Hey. Ain't no time to be playing around.
No.
Hey.
We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why
Hey.
we never felt alive inside.
Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience.
So go and take another try.
Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time.
Hey.
Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience.
So go and take another try.
Hey. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. 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 See, your story is changing. Remember King David? God gave him one more try. Hey. Y'all remember? He got another chance. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey. Hey. We look back and we scream and we cry and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Hey. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have light inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey. Hey. We look back and we scream and we cry and we wonder why we never felt alive inside. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Hey. Hey.
The respite is here, and my mind is clear, and my heart is being purged of all the fear. I was dead in the back, now I'm right in the front. My intuition is lit, got a spiritual hunch. Sometimes I feel I'm ignoring my life, but it's the hermit. God said I'm restoring your sight. 80 cups with it, moving on up with it. A life gritty, but you gotta get tough with it.
Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey.
No.
We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you guys later. Hey. Elemental beings. And we just trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard.